Right, Dave. Now then, we sell loads and loads of these, and I don't get it. So explain to me, what is the point of a sliding bolo?
Right. It's a really good question. A lot of people want to fish deep water, but haven't necessarily got 18 and 20 foot rods.
Yeah.
Right. You know, if you've only got a 13 or 14 foot rod, and you might just have an occasional venture onto something that's 16 or 18 foot deep or whatever, you're in trouble because you can't fish a fixed float, so you have to fish feeders or whatever. So what we did with these, and a lot of people were asking, do you make sliders, top and bottom sliders? And it's not something that I've had the need to use very much, because it's like, you know, since the early 90s I've used long rods.
Yeah.
And if you get so much deeper than 18 foot deep, then usually I haven't really caught very much in that sort of depth anyway. I just don't want to be there. But what we did, just for the people that can't or haven't got long rods, we've made two different types of sliding bolos, I've called it, right? And what's been interesting, what's come about out of it, is that whilst you would think that you can't hold back at all on it because of
this is my
sliding,
yeah.
But if you're using a lot of weight down the line, I mean, that one takes 12 grams. It's a lot of weight down. By the time all that weight's down there and that's running, right, the angles that it's all coming at, for mending back is easy. You know, you don't actually cut to mend back and you bring loads of bait line back through there.
Because of the weight holding it?
Because it's all, you got that angle, so it goes fairly tight against that.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
What you can't do, you can't just hold on to it forever, because obviously eventually you're going to bring the line back through the float.
Yeah.
But generally, if you think about fishing bolos down the middle of a river, if the wind's bad anyway, you can't. It doesn't matter what float you're on, you're struggling to control it.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So in an ideal world for bolo fishing, again, you know, we talked about directionals. You're casting out and slightly downstream. In a perfect world, you've got an upstream wind. And that upstream wind does the job for you.
Yeah.
Right. Again, you know, if it's downstream and in, it doesn't matter whether it's fixed or whether it's sliding, because you just can't do it.
No.
You know, so whilst you can't do the same things as you can with a fixed float with a slider, you can actually fish the depth of the water with a short rod, but you can't do with a long rod. So again, if you're penned in, you know, to certain swims on the Bristol Avon where it's difficult to cast now, like nature's took over a lot of things. So, you know, what we've done here, we put a tube through the floats, and the line obviously comes through that tube. You want a little tiny bead going up to your stop knot that just sits nicely on there. It's a nice long bristle that's interchangeable on colour, right? But you find, because of the angles, I mean, that's coming through the tube, down the float, and coming out of this little side peg.
Yeah.
Right, if you can see that. And the angles, like the angle off that's a tight angle to there. Right, and that's because that's offset against that runs ever so smoothly through the eye. Right. It just enables you, and the feedback, I can't say is it something that I have to fish very often.
No.
Right? It's a float that is perfectly suited for the people who haven't got the long rod situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then the other knock on from that is that, you know, this goes from 6 gram to 12 gram. The one you've got in your hand here.
Yeah, this slim one, yes, lovely float.
Is a slimmer version of it, right? So if you're fishing, I mean, ideally that's for faster flowing water. You know, Severn type water, Wye, Trent, anything with a bit of pace. If you're on somewhere that is slow moving, then we've got this one. This is actually fashioned off the same body that we use for our popular DH19 pole float.
Yeah.
Thicker bristle.
Yeah.
And then we've got a little top eye. It's the difference on that. It's a wire top eye that gives you that standoff on there. Well, where that one's giving it with a tube. We've also got that standoff, and then you come down it, and then we've got a wire, like a dog leg wire eye at the bottom. So when your line's coming through, you've got your angle again, it's going straight through there. Cast that, you can cast these. The way to fish them is probably, you can do it off a float stop or you can do it off shot. I would normally go off, say, 1 or 2 number 4 shots.
Yeah.
And then probably set the rig at, say, 6 foot, right? But then your ball could be down here.
Yeah.
Right. Then a single dropper. I don't think you need to complicate it with difficult shotting patterns. So you'd have 1 or 2 number 4s there to stop it slipping.
Yeah.
1 sometimes slips. Right. So you put 2 number 4s, and then say 3 foot below that a bulk shot or an ollie that, and then your hook length.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's really a simple case then of easy casting.
Yeah.
Very tiny beads, and I bought some off Amazon. I had a big tub of micro beads that jewelry maker or seamstress. They use them in clothing and all that sort of thing. Tiny little beads. You get a big box full for a couple of quid, that sort of thing. But again, you see the difference. Thick top on that one, thin top on that one. They are essentially for fishing a shorter rod in deep water.
And like you say, also if you've got cover above you and you can't fish the long rod, I can see. Yeah.
This one goes 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10 grams.
Yeah.
So you've got plenty of weight to cast it to.
Yeah.
And that one, as I say, from 6, 8, 10, and 12.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm so interested in these different styles because when you sell floats like this, you look at them and you think, I wonder why they're using them and how they're using them. But yeah, that's explained it perfectly.
It's really for short, and the further out you fish, flowing. We keep talking about flows flowing this way again. If the wind, you need the wind to help you. Whenever you're fishing a top and bottom float at range, you need the wind in your favour.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
No wind is okay. Upstream wind is perfect. And you'll just find that the wind will just gently hold it back. So you'll be mending your line just to get it on a straight line again.
Yeah.
If you can mend out to the line, then it'll just follow it down the river. It's a great method. More of a method if you're fishing with short rods.
Yeah, nicely explained, mate. Thank you for that. Yeah.